Did you know Cary, North Carolina consistently ranks as one of the safest and most desirable places to live in the entire country? And it's also one of the most expensive towns in the Triangle. But here's the question. What makes it so special that people are willing to pay top dollar to live here? From award-winning schools and over 100 miles of greenways to luxury neighborhoods, pro sports, and even some hidden gems locals don't want you to know about, but you're about to find them out. Stick around because the last reason might just surprise you. Let's start with the biggest factor that sets Cary apart: location, location, location. If you've ever looked at a map of the Triangle, Cary sits in the sweet spot right between Raleigh and Durham, and just down the road from the Research Triangle Park. That's a dream if you're commuting. Whether you work in tech at RTP, at one of the big hospitals, or even if you're flying in and out frequently for business, Cary puts you within minutes of highways and RDU Airport. Cary is one of those rare places where you can keep your short commute and your lifestyle, with I-40, US 1, and the 540 loop right around town. And I-440 starts just minutes away. You can be in downtown Raleigh in 15 minutes, Durham in 25, and at RDU in about 10 to 12 on a good day. For anyone relocating from bigger city traffic, that convenience is a game changer. Here's what people don't always realize. You don't have to leave Cary to live well. Daily life is covered. Grocery stores, parks, and greenways, schools, medical, tech, and healthcare, employers, and a serious lineup of restaurants. You can keep your world close and still have big city access when you want it. Looking for a night out? You've got options. Stay here in Cary. Head to Fenton for dinner, drinks, and a movie, all in one walkable spot. Catch a concert under the pines at Cocoa Booth Amphitheater, or go low-key with craft beer and live shows at Bond Brothers East Side. The new downtown Cary Park also runs evening events that make for an easy, family-friendly night. Want to go big in Raleigh with that big city energy? Glenwood South is Raleigh's nightlife strip. Late night bars, clubs, lounges, and live music just a short hop away. For sports and foodie nights, check out Durham. When Duke is at home, Cameron Indoor Stadium is electric, and you can pair the game with Durham's award-winning food scene nearby. Cary's location also makes quick trips simple. Beach weekend, Wrightsville Beach is roughly a couple hours east. Mountain Fix, Asheville is about 3 to 3.5 hours west. Pack the car after work on a Friday, and you're gone. If you're relocating from a place where traffic steals hours from your day, Cary feels like you're getting time back without sacrificing fun, food, and career opportunities. Now, one thing I'll caution you about though, Cary has grown so much that traffic can still feel heavy during peak times, especially along areas like Cary Parkway, Walnut Street, or heading into RTP. But compared to many metro areas across the country, believe me, it's still a walk in the park. That central Triangle location is one of the main reasons people are willing to pay a premium for homes here. Cary is a true hub. And when you combine that location with the lifestyle we're about to talk about, you'll start to see why Cary consistently ranks as one of the top places to live, not just in North Carolina, but nationwide. If you're anything like me, lifestyle is just as important as square footage when you're deciding where to live. And Cary knocks it out of the park, literally. This town has more than 30 parks and over 100 miles of greenways. Yep, you heard that right, 100 miles. These aren't just sidewalks either. These are thoughtfully designed greenways that weave through neighborhoods, connect schools and parks, and let you bike, jog, or walk for miles without ever hitting heavy traffic. It's one of the things families tell me they love most because you can safely send the kids on a bike ride or go on a family stroll that doesn't involve dodging cars. And let's talk about the parks themselves. Cary has invested heavily in making these spaces community anchors. Bond Park is probably one of the best known. It has a lake, walking trails, playgrounds, sports fields, and even a boathouse where you can rent paddle boats and kayaks. It feels like a small town lake vacation, right? in your backyard. Then you've got downtown Cary Park, which recently got a massive upgrade and instantly became the heartbeat of the community. There's this incredible play area called The Nest that was actually named the #1 public playground in the entire country by USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Award in 2025. Parents, if you're relocating with kids, this is the kind of place where you'll be spending your weekends. It's modern, creative, and built with families in mind. Beyond playgrounds, Cary has tons of recreation centers and athletic fields. Cary Tennis Park, it's a big deal. It's one of the largest public tennis facilities in the entire Southeast with 32 courts. It's been recognized nationally for its designs and programming. If you're a tennis player, it's paradise. There's also Wake Med Soccer Park, which isn't just about watching professional teams like the NC Courage or North Carolina FC. It's a massive 150-acre complex with multiple fields, training areas, and community access. You'll see everything from Little League games to international tournaments happening here. Sports are part of Cary's DNA. The investment Cary makes in lifestyle amenities isn't just about recreation, it's about quality of life. When people say Cary is family friendly, this is what they mean. You're not just buying a house here, you're buying into an active, connected, healthy lifestyle that feels intentional. And if you're more into the arts, don't worry. I'll get Cocoa Booth Amphitheater later. Spoiler alert, it's gorgeous. If you're moving with kids or even planning ahead for the future, you're probably already heard Cary school system. It's one of the top reasons families choose Cary, and honestly, one of the biggest reasons housing is so competitive here. Cary is part of Wake County Public Schools, which is the largest school system in North Carolina. Within Cary, you'll find some of the state's top-rated elementary, middle, and high schools. Great Schools consistently gives many of them high marks, and they've got reputations for academic achievement, strong extracurriculars, and dedicated teachers. But here's where it gets tricky. Capped schools. A capped school means a school that has reached its enrollment limit. When that happens, even if your neighborhood is assigned to that school, your child may be sent to an overflow school. And those overflow schools can be in completely different areas than you expect. For families relocating, this can be confusing and stressful if you don't plan ahead. Good news, you've got options. Cary families have access to strong private and charter choices alongside Wake County Public Schools. Cary Academy and Cardinal Charter Academy are right here in Cary. Cardinal Gibbons is just next door in Raleigh, and Thales Academy, Cary campus, sits by Crossroads, technically in Raleigh, but minutes from Cary neighborhoods. For charters, Triangle Math and Science Academy has its K-6 campus in Cary and 7 through 12 in Apex. The variety of schools here is a blessing, but it can feel overwhelming for the first time to navigate it. My best tip for relocators, talk to a school expert before you decide where to buy. I can guide you on which neighborhoods feed into which schools, but a dedicated school consultant can help you map the best fit for your kids and avoid the dreaded cap school shuffle. Reach out and I'll connect you directly so you can make confident, informed choices. Here's what families tell me they feel once they're here. The culture around Cary schools is highly engaged. PTAs are active, after-school options are plentiful, and sports and arts get real community support. If you want opportunities, academics, athletics, music, STEM, Cary delivers. On the high school side, Green Hope is both nationally ranked and a perennial athletics powerhouse. Panther Creek is another standout, especially in West Cary, where a lot of new neighborhoods are growing. From middle and elementary, Davis Drive and Mills Park are frequently among the top-rated options in North Carolina. Housing in Cary is a tale of two sides, literally. On the east side, you'll find established neighborhoods, often with mature trees, larger lots, and homes built in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. On the west side, You'll find newer developments, often with resort-style amenities, luxury townhomes, and custom-built homes. What makes Cary unique compared to many growing areas is what you don't see: endless rows of cookie-cutter, mass-produced homes. Instead, Cary has leaned heavily into custom construction, luxury finishes, and neighborhoods designed with amenities like pools, tennis courts, and clubhouses built right in. If you want a sense of community with that resort feel, check out neighborhoods like Preston, Lockmere, or Renaissance at Regency. These are the kind of places where golf courses, lakes, and walking trails are integrated into the community. On the west side, you've got spots like Amberley or Carpenter Village. They feel brand new, but still tie into Cary's signature focus on lifestyle. For buyers who want something lower maintenance, Cary has a great selection of luxury townhomes. These aren't your typical starter townhomes that you might see in other areas. Think open floor plans, high ceilings, and prices that can rival single-family homes. On the flip side, if you love character, East Cary has it in spades. These neighborhoods have established landscaping, classic architectural styles, and proximity to downtown Cary. You'll often find more affordable homes here than in the West, though affordable is relative in Cary. Another thing to note, Cary is landlocked, so there's not a lot of new land here left to develop. That's part of why prices are so high, demand keeps growing, but supply can't keep up. Renters, you also have options. Luxury apartments are popping up near downtown Cary Park, around Cary Crossroads, and along major corridors. These often come with amenities like rooftop pools, gyms, and co-working spaces. But again, prices reflect Cary's desirability. No matter which side of town you land on, Cary neighborhoods tend to be safe, walkable, and filled with people who take pride in their homes. That sense of community is a big reason people stay once they move here. Now let's talk numbers. Cary is one of the most expensive markets in the Triangle. The median home price sits in the mid to upper 600,000s, with many luxury homes pushing well over into the millions. Compare that to surrounding towns where you can still find homes in the 400,000s, and you'll see why Cary stands out. Competition is fierce. Homes in the best neighborhoods and school zones often get multiple offers within days. I've seen buyers waive contingencies, offer well above asking, and still lose out. If you're relocating from out of state, this can feel overwhelming. But don't panic. With the right strategy and the right agent, you can compete. Sometimes it means being flexible on your must-haves. Sometimes it means looking at neighborhoods that don't get as much buzz, but still deliver on lifestyle. And sometimes it means being ready to move fast when the right home hits the market. Another thing driving Cary's high prices is the lack of large-scale new construction. Other Triangle towns are booming with production builders. However, Cary isn't. Instead, the focus here is on quality, custom builds, and preserving the balance between growth and lifestyle. That exclusivity adds value. The bottom line, Cary's market isn't for the faint of heart, but the payoff is huge. You're buying into one of the most desirable towns in North Carolina, and that's not changing anytime soon. Now let's get to the fun stuff. What do you actually do in Cary? Sports are huge here. At WakeMed Soccer Park in Cary, you can catch the NC Courage, one of the most successful clubs in the NWSL history, and North Carolina FC. Cary regularly hosts the NCAA College Cup and even the International TST 7-on-7 tournament. The complex itself is massive, 150 acres with a 10,000 seat stadium, plus dedicated space and training fields. So it really does feel like you're part of something big. If soccer isn't your thing, how about baseball? Cary is home to the USA Baseball National Training Complex, which blends elite level training with community programming. It's where Team USA develops, but it's also a space for youth leagues and tournaments. Then there's tennis. We already talked about Cary Tennis Park, But let me say this, if you love the sport, Cary is one of the best places in the country to be. For arts and culture, Cocoa Booth Amphitheater is a showstopper. Tucked into Regency Park, surrounded by trees and overlooking Symphony Lake, it's one of the most beautiful outdoor venues in the state. It hosts everything from national touring acts to the North Carolina Symphony Summer Series. Bring a picnic, spread a blanket, and you'll see why people rave about it. Downtown Cary is also transforming. With the new Downtown Cary Park, boutique shops, breweries, and restaurants, it's becoming a destination in its own right. It used to be you had to go to Raleigh for nightlife. Not anymore. Cary has its own vibe now, a little more laid back, but still plenty of fun. And I can't forget to mention one of our local favorite gems, Raleigh Point Sports Grill. It's right off I-40 near Bass Pro Shops, and let me tell you, it's not your average sports bar. The food is seriously good. It's one of those places where the kitchen is way better than you expect. It's family friendly, has a massive patio, and even hosts game nights and music bingo. So whether you're into sports, concerts, food, or family outings, Cary keeps you busy. Cary isn't just lifestyle, it's opportunity. Global players like SAS and Epic Games base their headquarters here. And the surrounding triangle is packed with life science giants, from Fujifilm in Holly Springs to Novo Nordisk or Grifols and Pfizer just down the road. One big reason so many professionals choose Cary. Being this close to RTP means you've got access to thousands of high-paying jobs across industries like IT, life sciences, healthcare, and engineering. Cary itself has a strong economy, but it's also perfectly positioned for anyone working in the Triangle region. What's cool is that Cary manages to attract top employers while still maintaining a suburban, family-friendly feel. You don't have skyscrapers or heavy industrial areas here, but you've got world-class companies just minutes away. That's balance, career opportunities, plus lifestyle. It's a huge reason Cary keeps growing. Finally, let's talk about the little things that make Cary so special. We've already touched on Downtown Cary Park and the Nest Playground, which is nationally recognized. That alone makes Cary stand out, but there's more. Cary has an incredible food scene that sometimes gets overshadowed by Raleigh and Durham. You'll find locally owned gems tucked into shopping centers and neighborhoods. From authentic Indian cuisine on Chatham Street to upscale dining near McGregor, there's a variety for every taste. Cary is also big on festivals. Lazy Days Arts and Crafts Festival is a local favorite, bringing in artists from all over. Fest in the West celebrates Western Cary with food trucks, music, and local vendors. These events help keep Cary's community feeling alive even as it grows. On the recreation side, Cary has an extensive aquatics program, senior center, and year-round community events. Whether you're raising a family, retiring, or somewhere in between, you'll find programs designed for you. Cary also has a strong international community with cultural festivals that reflect the diversity of residents who relocated here from all over the world. At the end of the day, Cary isn't just a suburb, it's a town with its own identity, its own culture, and its own heartbeat. So, is Cary, North Carolina worth it? If you're looking for safety, top schools, parks that feel like you're in a retreat, and neighborhoods with character and luxury, then the answer is a big yes. But remember, Cary is also one of the most competitive and most expensive markets in the Triangle. The payoff, though, is getting to call one of the best towns in America your home. My family and I relocated here 7 years ago from California, and now we love helping other families navigate through the relocation process to find their new way home. If you're thinking about making North Carolina your home, I'd love to be part of your journey. My contact information is right here on the screen. Call, text, or email me anytime. And if you'd like a free copy of our 5 tips for moving out of state or one of our other free resources, just click the link in the description. And if you're not yet ready to make that move, no worries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and binge watch our playlist featuring more community insights, home tours, and all things Raleigh. Till next time, we'll see y'all later.